What's up, everybody? How you doing? Coach Ken Blocker coming back to you with the First and Goal podcast. And today's podcast is going to be dedicated to the Academy of Extraordinary Athletes, which are the guys that will be playing in the Clash of the Coast this coming Sunday at 1 p.m. at Legion Stadium in Wilmington, North Carolina. So today we're going to meet a group of young men. We're going to do this in a series because it's hard to coordinate all 60 young men at one time. So we're going to be doing this piece by piece and part by part. We also have along with us our lead sponsor, the National Guard. So we're going to definitely bring them in. I want to also let everybody know that you can tune in to us every day. It's going to be today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday at 7 p.m. to check out everything that we got going on as far as this game, all the information, all the players, and then we're going to replay everything. So if you happen to miss any of the information that we put out today, or if you happen to miss any of the young men, we will replay this information on Twitter and we will play it again on Instagram. And it'll always be flying on First and Goal 365 at Facebook. So you'll never miss anything. You can always recap and come back and check everything out. We just like to do things live. So you can, if anybody's watching right now, they can tune in ASAP. So the first thing we're going to do is pull up our sponsor. We have a major sponsor with this game, which, I really appreciate everything that they're doing and everything that they're coming with inside of this game, and it's the National Guard. Purpose for this is because options. The one thing we want to make sure that all our young people know is that they can have multiple options in what they do as far as pursuing, collegiate football or a profession outside of, just the normal 9 to 5. There's other things that they can do. There's other options. So with that being said, I always like to gravitate towards our military because I know that there is so many different options and people really are not 100% informed about what these options are. So with this, I sponsored with the National Guard so that they can inform some of our young men and the public about what these options are that they have that they can do outside of just the normal of what you think and see in the stereotypes of the armed services. So with that being said, I have our Staff Sergeant Roberts coming in with me right now. And boom, how you doing, Staff Sergeant Roberts? How's everything?
I'm doing pretty good, Coach. How you doing?
I cannot complain. Life is good. Life is good. First, I want to thank you for sponsoring with us and being a part of this game, man. And right now, I just really want to dive into some of the things that the National Guard has, and just learning a bit about you and why you chose to be a part of the National Guard.
Okay, sounds good, Coach. So if you want to know a little bit of background about me, I joined the military back in 2008. I had that option, just like you were talking about before. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life. I was a little
Hmm.
small, so football wasn't really in my alley for college. So when it was time to go off and figure out what I wanted to do, we were at war at the time. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go do a part for my country. So I actually joined the Marine Corps back in 2008. And I ended up doing 11 years of service with the United States Marine Corps. And I wanted a little bit more out of life besides the active duty component. So I eventually was looking around trying to find out what I wanted to do. So the National Guard was right there for me. I didn't have to move. I got to stay right where I was in my town in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I got a unit and I joined that unit and spent a little bit of time with them, but I wanted to give back more. So the best way to do that was to just go ahead and jump right in and become a recruiter and help the National Guard out the best I could. That's where I am now.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. So then let me ask you this. So what are some of the misconceptions that people have with the guard or even with armed forces? A lot of our young people think maybe if they get in, they won't be able to pursue, playing football again or sports or anything like that. So if you could just kind of explain some of the avenues and options that go along with becoming a part of the National Guard and the flexibility that you have for, higher education and also pursuing the dream that some of these young men and women have of being a collegiate athlete.
Okay. Yeah, so the big misconception, I mean, especially in the guards aspect, is people don't understand about us is they hear the National Guard and they think that's what we are. Unfortunately, being that they're misinformed, we're actually a part of the Army. So there's three components to the Army. You've got the active duty component. Those are your guys who join, right out of high school, a little bit later on, and they want to go off and do bigger things elsewhere. So they go ahead and do that, and they're looking at 4 years at a duty station somewhere else within the country. So kind of
Mhm.
like that school piece, they can do school while they're on active duty. It just kind of takes a little bit longer of a time for them. Now
Okay.
you've got the Army Reserves as well. That's another option to take. So they get to do the same job, that the active duty component does on the logistical side. Now they're only a weekend status because they are reserves, so they do get that option to pursue school as well. But they work directly for the federal side. Now, what I always like to tell people about the National Guard is we're the best of both worlds in that aspect, and that's what people don't know about us. We are part of the Army. We're part of the component. We do all of the same training, basic training. We go to the advanced schools and everything with the active duty component and the reserves. But the cool thing is we actually get to live and serve right where we work and grew up in our hometowns. So
Mhm.
like my house is only 20 minutes away from where I work every single day, and that's just
Okay.
one of the joys of being a part of the Guard. And then the aspect of pursuing maybe like the education portion,
Mhm.
what the active duty component does really well. They give you that's what's called as a post 9 GI Bill is what they get you, and it gets you on full time, school status. And a lot of people don't know that about the military. They think, oh, you go off the military, you'll never do school again. But
Right.
most people, once they get out, they pursue school afterwards because they've earned that right to do it.
Right.
Now, whether or not they get to go to sports later on, that could be something a little bit different.
Mhm.
Reserves and us, we have that ability to be home. We get to do the once a week, 1 weekend a month, the 2 weeks in the summertime, and then we can still go off and do that schooling, and we can get that degree in a much faster paced time because I'm working a regular job, 28 days out of the month, and then 2 days I have to actually go put on the uniform and be a soldier, for that weekend. I'm a soldier all month long, but I only have
Mhm.
to actually work in the soldier test twice. Now,
Okay.
where we differ from the rest of the components, though, is what we
Mhm.
do is we get two options. So we work the federal side of the house. We take orders from the President of the United States, and we're assigned a mission.
Mhm.
But we also do state, and that's what the beauty thing is with us is being able to have that state option. So we also take orders from the governor. So being that because we're a stateside, we get to tap in what's called North Carolina Tuition Assistance Program, and it's phenomenal. So all the GI Bill that the active duty gets to use and the reserve component gets to use, we can use those, but we also get to tap into the tuition. And ours is great because it gives us 100% tuition assistance at any state college, and you are 100% to the community college as well. So that
Awesome.
allows
So
a little
then
bit more freedom for guys to do school and play sports at the same time.
that's what I was just about to say. So then with the timing and things like that, as far as playing a sport and also attending school with the reserve option, you have that flexibility to be able to do both. So
Absolutely.
is there a way also with the, our young people today, they like they like to make money and they like to make money right away. So is there a way of possibly coming in from high school with higher rank to, be able to come in and make money? I know, you have the ROTC programs and all that. So for our younger listeners, is that can you explain a little bit about how that may work?
Yeah, absolutely. So, for the younger listeners that are coming more out of high school that possibly don't have any college credits on their side to help them with rank, the good thing is that those people who do ROTC through the high school career, if they
Mhm.
do, 2 years of ROTC while they're in high school, they're going to advance a rank. If they do
Mhm.
3 years of ROTC, they're going to come in as an E3, which is a private first class. So they're automatically jumping their pay scale up right out the gate, and they're earning more money before they go off to basic training. So
Okay.
actually, with us too, the cool part is as soon as they join, whether they're an E1, two, or three, we're going to go ahead and start drilling them before they even go to basic training. So I'm going to
Mhm.
start putting roughly about $250 extra into a young high school student's pocket up until the point where they graduate and go off to training afterwards. I mean, I know a lot of high school students really don't get the opportunity to really work during the week because they're focused on school, focused on sports. But then
Yes,
all of a
sir.
sudden, once a month, they come see us and they get a $250 paycheck a couple days after the weekend, which is, I mean, phenomenal for a high school kid. Only have to do 2 days of work and get that paycheck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So then let me ask you this: with this game, I'm excited to have you guys. What are some things that we can look for with just working with you in this process?
Well, I'm actually really pumped. I've not done a lot of events with the high school this year, thanks to everything that's been going on. So being
Mhm.
able to get out there with you guys and see these young athletes, in their like comfort zone more or less. Because let's be honest, there's nowhere a young guy wants to be more than underneath either the Friday night lights or just stepping onto that football field. So it makes them feel really good. Now, for us coming out to work with you guys, the benefit and thing for us is a lot of people don't understand what it is to be more or less like kind of a leader in the military. We
Yes,
drive
sir.
into different ways of becoming a leader and driving. As we go through the ranks, we become more and more of a leader. But hopefully, we can get opportunity to talk to them, see like kind of like the levels that these guys are at this weekend, and then maybe
Mhm.
we might be able to give them a couple of tools that might help them not only be better on the field, but maybe be better in life. Just some extra stuff that we can offer to them. I'm excited, man. My team's excited. We really can't wait to get down there and work with you guys.
I'm pumped as well. I'm pumped as well. So the next piece is we're going to introduce these guys. But before we do introduce these guys, what's the best way to get in contact? So when we replay this information, we want to make sure everybody can get in contact with you or somebody in the National Guard if they are interested. So what's the best way to get in contact with you or the best way to search out the National Guard if interested moving forward?
All right. So great thing about us is the National Guard has to cover down on the entire state. And North Carolina is one of the biggest military states that we have. So we roughly are anywhere about 30 to 45 minutes apart. There's usually a National Guard armory station with a recruiter at it. So
Okay.
ideally, everybody's got a phone in their hands nowadays. So if they just tag into Google and they type in North Carolina National Guard or
Mhm.
National Guard in general, it's going to show them the closest National Guard armory to them if you can have a phone number.
Right.
If they're specifically more or less looking for the benefits side of the house, kind of read up on the Guard to learn a little bit more, we have a National Guard website. So if you type in National Guard, our nationalguard.com is going to pop up and it's going to
Mhm.
ask for your zip code. And that's going to give you direct information for your area, a recruiter in your area, and it's going to allow you to actually pick apart, a little bit of the benefits and find out what best suits you.
Okay.
Myself, I mean, I'll gladly give out my phone number today if anybody wants to call me and ask questions. And at that point, I can reach out to that recruiter in the area and I can go ahead and not really necessarily push them off, but introduce them so that way they can get a little bit more information for that recruiter, that unit that's in that area itself.
Yeah, please do share your any way to get in contact with you with social media and all that because we are going to
Okay.
run all this stuff back and it'll be on my First and Goal 365 forever. So go ahead and run that information and it'll be out there for those who need it.
All right, sounds good. So myself, I work in Jacksonville, North Carolina. So if you search for the National Guard of Jacksonville, North Carolina, my page is going to pop up. I've got my phone number on there, and I'll spit it out there for you guys. It's 252-521-7903. That's my work phone. I always have it on me. So if you have any questions, feel free to call me. I'll go ahead and I'll pick up and I'll answer to the best of my ability, or I'll find the person that's right for you to get that out there. So if you go on to Google, or not Google, excuse me, if you go on to Instagram or Facebook and you type in Onslow County National Guard Recruiter, my page should pop up, and that's going to allow you guys on the social media side to kind of look and see what I do on a daily basis and how I train my soldiers each month as well. So it'll give you an introduction. And once again, if you shoot me a message, I'll be the right person in no time.
Cool. Well, Staff Sergeant Roberts, I appreciate everything that you are doing, and I can't wait to get this rolling. And we're going to do this again tomorrow. So I'm going to see you, or am I going to see some new faces tomorrow along with you from the National Guard?
Yes, sir. So I was going to try to take all 4 days myself. I was pumped for it, but the rest of my team was like, "Stop being greedy, man. Let us in on it." So
All
for
right.
the next 3 days, I'm gonna have another recruiter. He's going to come on for you guys, and he's going to introduce himself because we're kind of spread out all along the Eastern Shore. So I'm going to have a new guy tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. I'm here for you guys, so it's going to get you guys a more broad spectrum of where we're located at. And we'll once again, you reach out to us. We're probably closer to the next recruiter that can put you in the right spot.
Cool. Well, I thank you very much. And once again, thank you for your service. And I will
Thank
be
you.
talking with you tomorrow.
Sounds great, Coach. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So anybody who is interested in the National Guard, there's the information there. We're going to make sure that we run all that information back. And like I told you before, this will continuously run. So it'll be on First and Goal 365. It will be on First and Goal 365 on Instagram. It'll be on First and Goal 365 on Twitter, and then on my personal page for Coach Block. So this information will be out and available for you. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, or you can contact the National Guard directly. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move right on to the next piece, which is important, which is introducing these players. So today we got the West DBs first. And so we just want to run a quick little snippet of these guys, man. The West guys got a little bit of swagger to them. They kind of did a lot in the national not the national championship, but the state championships. They outweighed the East. So, right now these guys is running with a little bit of swag, man. But let me let some of these guys get introduced to you real quick. So check it out. The West Squad DBs and quarterback: Kendall McCoy, West Almanance, Javonta Farmer, Smith High School, Kasim Teller, Polk County, Damon Philippi, West Rowan, DeMonte Furman, Mallard Creek, Sterling Chavis, Olympic High School, Mike Works, Mallard Creek, Kanias Thomas, West Mecklenburg, Jair Smith, Mallard Creek, Jacob Ortiz, Olympic High School, Willie Ashmore, Harding University. And it has to be powered by First and Goal
Don't compare, compete. Also powered by the U.S. Army National Guard.
So these are the guys that's coming up first. Those are going to be the defensive backs. And then our second segment, we're going to have the quarterback and his wide receivers coming up. But first, I would like to introduce Mr. Willie Ashmore, Mr. Sterling Chavis, Mr. Jacob Ortiz, Mr. Kanias Thomas, Mr. Mike Works, and Kendall's on, but we got to hold on for Kendall. And we got Mr. Jair Smith. How you gentlemen doing?
How you doing?
Good. So do me a favor if you can, make sure your volumes is down so we don't get a loud echo. But first, I just want to start out with congratulations to all you guys for being selected to the game. It's pretty huge that you guys are all in this game and getting this opportunity to play. I definitely want to salute you guys for what you went through with having such a crazy senior year, dealing with COVID and season being delayed, and then once it's delayed, the season being short. I know that had to be tough for a lot of you guys, and for being able to be resilient and push through. I want to congratulate y'all, and this is my way to celebrate y'all talent and get you guys on this game together and see what you can do against the West squad, man. So once again, I want to give all y'all a quick round of applause. I don't know, give y'all a nice little round of applause. Appreciate y'all. Now, with that being said, though, let's talk about this East versus West, man. Let's talk about a little bit about your schools and where you're from. We'll start with the round robin. I'll go with Mike first, man. Mike, tell me a little bit about yourself and where you're from, and give me some insight on you, man, and tell me about this game a little bit. Go ahead, Mike. You got it.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're live, brother. You good? Go ahead and talk. Oh, Mike is out. Okay, so Mike's connection went out. Tell Mike get off the Boost Mobile and we'll be good to go. So next guy up. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me see who else is up, man. Let's go ahead with Willie, man. Willie, tell me about yourself, man. Tell me where you come from. Tell me about, your season and how it's been 4 years, and give me a little bit of information of where you come from. Let the people know.
What's good? I'm Willie Ashmore. This year was tough. It was tough. We got a short season. I walked in with no offers. It's my last chance, and I had 7 games to do so. And I just want to go out with a bang with this one. I feel like over the course of 4 years, I learned a lot. But this year, this was the best year I ever played. Yeah.
So then, with that being said, man, what are your aspirations moving on into the next level, man, as far as school and where you would like to go? And do you have any offers, or have you committed?
Well, I'm committed to Winston-Salem State, and my goal is to go do that wherever I want to do there. Like, because freshman year all the way up to sophomore year, I had a position change, so I didn't really know the position. Junior year, I learned the position a little bit, got in the mix, but I had to transfer because I ended up moving. So I ended up at Harding, and the season got cut short, so I couldn't really showcase everything that I done put in and learned. But you got to go on what you got to go on with. So hopefully, freshman year, Winston-Salem State, I can go in and make an impact as a freshman.
Yeah, you will, and I'll tell you this: I know Coach Massey personally. It's a small world. Coach Massey was my first boss, you can say, or head coach I worked for down here in Winston-Salem. Down here in North Carolina. He was at Shaw University, and I was at Shaw University. So playing DB, I will tell you this: pay attention to everything that man says, because he drops gems even when he's just rambling. And being a DB for the NFL, he has a lot of information, a lot of things that you'll learn, and nuggets that he'll drop that it'll surprise you. So make sure you listen to everything he says, and please soak up everything. You're going to a great school, great program. All right.
Appreciate that.
Cool. We're gonna come back to you in a second. I want to roll over to my man Sterling Chavis, man. How are you, Sterling Chavis? Tell us where you from. Tell us a little bit about you, man.
What's going on, man? I'm from Charlotte, of course, Olympic High School.
Look down at the camera, brother. There you go. Now let's see your face.
You can hear me? Y'all can
We
see
can
me?
hear you. Let's see you. There you go.
Yeah, man. Olympic High School, Charlotte. Been here all my life, basically. 4 years at Olympic. I ain't never transferred. 4 years playing football at Olympic was kind of tough because at first as a freshman I came in as like 5'1", 125. You know, I had to hit that big growth spurt from freshman year to junior year. From freshman year to junior year, I went from 5'1", 125 to about 5'8", 170, maybe something like that. Had a heavy concussion injury junior year, and when I was in the race for all conference and leading tackler on the team, you know, that kind of ended. It didn't go too well. You know, senior season was probably the toughest because we only had 7 games. And, you know, we were trying to go for conference championship and go for a lot of things. And, you know, we came out with a conference championship, but we ain't come out with the big one, you know.
Right.
Other than that, senior year, walked in, no offers. Started getting my exposure out there by opening up my Twitter. And after that, you know, rest was history. I'm committed to Elizabeth City State University.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Other than that, just rest was history, basically.
Awesome, man. Let me move on to the next guy, man. I appreciate you. Hold on one second. We're gonna go move it into Mr. Kanias Thomas. How are you, sir? How are you? Can you hear me, Kanias? Can you hear me? You got me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I can
Yeah,
hear you
I'm
now.
doing-
So
I'm
now
doing
do me a
good.
favor, slide your camera down, man, because I can see the jerseys on the wall. I can't see you.
Oh, my bad. This camera messing with me. I don't know which way.
Man,
yeah.
there you go. Now leave the camera right there, because at first I was just looking at your hairline. There we go. Now we're good. What's up, man? Tell me about you. Where you from, man, and what school you represent?
I'm from Virginia. I'm from Virginia Beach. I've been at West Met I've been at West Met my whole high school career. I came in West Met. I always been a quarterback. I was always a quarterback. So I came in West Met my freshman year as a quarterback. Played quarterback all my life until my junior year. My junior year is when I switched over to DB. So my first time playing DB was my junior year. That year I had 4 picks, 40 tackles, all conference, second team all state. So that's when I started. Actually, I think from my junior year, I had a better junior year than my senior year. To me, I feel like because we had more games and we had a better chemistry as a team. We was on one accord my junior season. So yeah, in my senior season, we had new coaches trying to get used to the program. It didn't go out as we planned, but still had fun. Made sure I had fun. That's the number one goal. Made sure I had fun. Came out of senior year with 5 interceptions, 48, 50 tackles. So, I mean, I've been getting looks. I've been getting looks, offers, but it wasn't really anything I knew what I wanted to go for. So I had committed to Lewisburg about 2-3 months ago. I had committed to Lewisburg for another chance to try to get that specific one I'm looking for. So yeah. Other than that, I've been straight.
Good. Hey man, I appreciate you being in the game, man. Thanks, man. I love your talent. Let me push it over to my man. Let's see if he finally got his connection together, man. My man Mike. Mike, you good?
Y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. Finally.
Oh, what's up? I'm
How
Mike.
you doing, man?
I went to Mallard Creek all 4 years. I came in as a receiver. I played receiver my freshman year, sophomore year, and then junior year. Mallard Creek needed a safety, so I was just that athlete that could step in and make it work. It turned out to
Mhm.
be good. So that's really how I started playing DB. I ain't even playing for real, but now I'm pretty good. So I played
Okay.
safety. Now I play corner my senior year because of the new coaches we got.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Okay, cool. Where what type of offers, if any, you got on the table, or you still out there looking? You want to find the right home for you? What's the right fit?
right now I got a couple of offers. I got Livingstone. I got a
Mhm.
PWO from Central.
Okay,
That's about it. And there's some other schools talking to me, but
okay,
not the schools I know I could. I got the ability to play at. You feel me?
all right, okay. I got you. I got you. So you just holding out to see which schools you what best fits you. Let me ask you this, man. What are you interested in majoring in?
Probably physical therapy and sports medicine.
Oh, okay, okay, good. So you good in biology then?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, my man, my man. All right, let me get to the last DB that we got up in here. Hopefully he there we go, right there. He's in. Mr. Jair Smith, how you doing, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. How's everything? Slide your camera down just a little bit so I can see you. There we go. Perfect.
It's good. Everything good.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
Uh, I've been at Creek all 4 years. I started
Okay.
playing football when I was about like 4 or 5.
Okay.
But I lived in Charlotte since I was 17. Well, for all 17 years, and then
Mhm.
I started playing DB like 8th grade year because that's when I
Uh-huh.
started working out for it. But I used to like play running back, wide out, and like middle linebacker. But
Got you.
I know like middle linebacker, like that's when I wanted to start playing defense more. So that's when I tried DB out. And after a while I kind of got used to it and it kind of got like a second nature.
Okay.
But uh with the offers and stuff, I got a couple offers. Emory and Henry, Shawan, Elizabeth City State, uh College of San Mateo in California.
Mhm.
I know Fayetteville, they about to offer me.
Okay.
And I know it's another school, but I
Okay.
I found the right home, but I can't like.
You don't want to say it yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So then now that I got all you guys here, man, I want to know something, man. Tell me about this East-West game, man. Tell me just in a couple words, tell me what you expecting from the East and how you expecting to take this dub. Like tell me what y'all are thinking about or your expectations of the talent on the other side, respectively, and no cussing. So tell me what you think about on the other side, man, because remember, they're going to see this, all right? So I'll start at the top again and go with Willie. Keep it short. Just tell me what you expect and what you're looking for out of the guys on the east side.
I'm expecting some competition from the east side, but as y'all see, about 5 of us from Charlotte, and you know we around the state, so hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Got the best DBs in the state.
All right. Sterling, what's up, man? Give me your last words on this, man.
The DBU Nation in Charlotte, like Willie said, man, you know, it's Strap City around here.
All right, all right. What you got to say? What you got to say, Nias, man? What you got going on? Hey,
God.
man, if you don't stop me looking at your hairline, move
Oh,
that
my
camera
fault.
down.
We just gonna come out with a dub. We ain't letting her no points. This flies on over here, so we all experienced. So yeah, we just gonna get the job done. That's it, and that's that.
Okay, okay, man. The little words, I like that. What you got, Mike? Tell me about it, man. What's the expectation? What you looking for from the East, and tell me what you think about the game overall.
Yo, what's up?
Can you hear me? Uh-oh. There go Mike again. Can you hear me, Mike? You got me?
Yo,
There you go. Tell me what you thinking, man. What's the expectations, brother?
oh, it's over with. So we gonna win. So
All right, man. Man, a middle words. I love it, man. A few words. All right. My last guy, man. Jair, man. What's going on, man? Tell me what you're thinking. What's the expectation of the East, man? Talk to me.
Man, y'all boys come to play. Ain't no soft. Y'all come to play. Y'all get hit, get back up.
All right. Now, everybody, please understand that these guys are going to see this. So they're going to bring it to, and they're going to get their opportunity to have some words with y'all as well. Okay. So make sure you keep your body healthy. I'll be in touch with you guys soon. We're about to roll into the offensive side, just the quarterback and the wide receivers for the West. And I'll be touching base with you guys. Touching base with you guys shortly. All right. Have a good night, man. Y'all relax.
All right.
Take it easy. Stay out of trouble. Hey, I love it. I love the fact that the guys had a badger back and forth. Right here, we got our number one quarterback. We got him and here's something special about this All-Star game that a lot of people don't know. With the All-Star game, we only have one true starting quarterback. There's other guys who play quarterback on the team, but there's one true starting quarterback. And the reason why is because in All-Star games, a lot of times, man, you end up having to share reps. And there's only one quarterback. And so while everybody else is getting multiple reps and playing, you have quarterbacks that'll end up having to sit while everybody else is going. So when I looked and selected the quarterbacks for the team, I selected a guy that I felt like could handle all the reps, got a big arm, and can play big. And I got my man, Mr. Kendall McCoy, here with me. McCoy with a K, not with a C. He made sure he made sure he emphasized that to me, Coach. Yes, it doesn't have a C on that. So tell me about yourself, man. So I found you. I see that you're going to Gardner Webb, right?
That's right.
All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man, and tell me some more about you than just being a quarterback.
Well, I'm from Elon, North Carolina. I live in Elon. I go to Alamance High School. I started playing quarterback, my freshman year was my first year quarterback. So I've only had 4 years of experience, but I mean, every year's been progress. So, I mean, that's good. But, that's really, all about me, QB.
Now, here's what's funny now. That can't be all that's about you. Now, tell me a little bit about you just outside of being a quarterback, or even here, I got a better question. Tell me about your preparation as being a quarterback, because you got to know everything on the field, right? So tell me what your preparation is as being a quarterback and some things that you do with watching film and dissecting your opponent.
Mm-hmm. So, mainly, passing game, I look at DBs, what kind of pressure the D-line is going to give me. That's kind of the main thing I look at. But really, most importantly for me, I look at the corners, because, quick stuff and isolation stuff, you get one-on-one situations, you want to know, what he's going to do or how he's going to react to, the type of receiver you have. So, that's mainly what I look at is, the DBs, and then, LBs, of course. Do they bail in coverage? Do they sit in the box and this and that? And, run game, I see, which gaps they shoot, D-line, how do they react to different stuff like that. And, me as a quarterback in my school, I do run a lot. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, well, I'm not going to say we're not, but yeah, that's really all it is, just dissecting defenses and, doing this.
So tell me about your leadership skills, man, because one of the big things about being a quarterback, got to have leadership skills when you step on the field. So who do you idolize and their leadership skills? And then tell me a little bit about how you take what you see and then what you have and blend it in to make you.
Right. Yeah. One of my biggest idols is Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. I've been a Russell Wilson fan, since, he got into NC State. I've been a diehard Wolfpack fan, seeing him play and lead his team has been a big part, just looking at Russell and seeing what he does, him being a father, a husband, all those different types of things, not even just on the football field, it really, I've gotten most of my things from him. But mainly, the fact that his attitude at the beginning of the games is what sets everybody's attitude, up to par. You know what I'm saying? It gets everybody else hyped, his speeches and stuff like that. So that's really, a thing for me. Before games, I make sure that my attitude is at tip top, so that everybody else can just jump on the board.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this, because you're the only quarterback. There's another gentleman who plays quarterback, but his primary position is linebacker. So you are the guy.
Right.
What can we expect from you in this game?
Well, you can expect leadership, most definitely. Leadership, and somebody who can just control the offense, make the right decisions in times, get the ball, move the ball down the field. And yeah, that's mainly it.
All right. What's your favorite sequence as far as plays, man? Like, I know you said you can run, but no quarterback just wants to be labeled as a running quarterback. So give me a couple routes that you like to throw, or some route combinations you like to throw.
Oh man. I like four vertical concepts,
Okay.
Let the thing go down the field, you know what I'm saying? I like throwing comebacks.
Uh-huh.
Zipping it down the sideline, hitting them on the spot. I like throwing posts, big posts, bang eights, any type of posts, wherever you hit. I like seams and like cover 1 and cover 3. I love seeing cover 1 and cover 3, because I think me, I'm good at looking safeties off.
Okay.
So I like seams and cover 3, and out routes, anything hitting them on the spot, leading them. I like to show my accuracy sometimes. So
all right. So if you had your wish, your first play coming out of this scrimmage, and don't say 4 verticals, your first play coming out into this Senior Bowl, what would you like to have? What would you like that first call to be?
Maybe a drive concept out of trips.
Okay.
Post up the top, dig from number 2, and a drop, like a flat, little flat right, number 1.
Oh, okay. You kind of know what you're talking about a little bit there, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I got 2 of your receivers that's going to be joining in with us. All right. So I got Mr. Javonta Farmer. How you doing, sir? Oh, where you go, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. And I got DeMonte Furman. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, that boy got the ball in his hand right now. All right, I see you. I ain't mad at you. So we're gonna start with you, Mr. Farmer. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. What school you come from, and what can we expect from you in the game?
Well, first, I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
Come from Ben L. Smith. Coming into this game, you're looking for a leader. On both sides, actually. I'm gonna help the east side and the west side. I'm trying to talk, even though we competing against each other, I'm still trying to help each other get better.
Yeah.
A great leader. And I'm just coming out there to compete.
All right, cool. Tell me a little bit about schools, and what schools you're looking at, and what schools you've gone to or committed to, any of that stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm committed to Catawba.
Okay. All right.
Committed.
That's good, man. That's good. Great school. What are you looking at for your major?
Business management.
Business management. Okay, good job, man. What type of business we talking about?
I really don't know yet. I don't know what type of business I want, but I know it's gonna come to me though.
Okay. So now we was talking with your quarterback here, Kendall McCoy, man. So what type of balls do you like throwing, man? What's your route? What's your favorite route? And don't say a go route. Cut that out. Everybody like go routes. We don't want to hear go routes.
Now my favorite route a comeback. Yeah,
you like the comeback?
Yeah, that's my favorite route.
Okay. So you like to drop people off and then hurry up and break back. I see you.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. How come don't nobody like digs, man? I love a dig. I love digs.
They scared to get hit.
Nah.
Hey,
The dig concept. If we're in we're gonna go football talk real quick. So if we're in a 3-by-1 set and number 2 and number 3 go vertical, and that dig coming from the outside, he's gonna be wide open every time.
Coach, it's funny you say that. We got that concept in our high school playbook right now.
and is not the dig open every time?
Yeah.
He comes open every time. So I don't know why y'all scared of digs. I mean, you ain't gonna always get hit by a linebacker, but And let me ask you this though, and I'm gonna ask the same question to Furman. Will you block? Because we got good running backs. I don't know if you guys know 2 of the running backs. One of them is the Milan Summers from Dudley.
Yeah, rival.
He is a beast. So you know, you gonna have to block for him a little bit. So you gonna block for him, or you going like, is he on his own?
I'm gonna block. Most people don't put blocking on their film, but that's what I put on my film because coaches like to see blocking. And,
Yeah,
you know, that's what
absolutely.
that's
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me drop in with Mr. Furman, who's flipping the ball. This boy love football so bad, he holding the ball right now. What's up, Mr. Furman? How's everything?
It's good. I can't
Great.
complain.
Good, man. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself, what school you come from, and what your aspirations are moving forward.
So yeah, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I attend Mallard Creek High School. Some people consider me as just a slot player. I consider an athlete. You feel me?
Okay.
I can play both sides. I return, and I get stuff done. The biggest thing you're gonna see out of me is at this bowl game is definitely making big plays with my teammates. I'm definitely a team player. I mean, I don't always consider myself a scoring player. I also get good field possession for my teammates to score.
Okay, so you don't mind being a possession receiver and getting those hard 3rd and 5, 3rd, 6, 3rd and 7.
Definitely, I definitely big plays. You know, big plays need to big players make big time.
I love it. Tell me about college, man. What's your aspirations? What you got on the table? Or what you looking for from a school or from your college coach, man?
I'm currently not decided yet.
Mm-hmm.
Still looking at some schools. May 18th, I'll be taking a visit to Johnson C. Smith.
Okay.
I currently Thursday. I currently went to Lewisburg. I kind of like it up there. I'm gonna check out Johnson C. Smith, see what they're talking about, and from there, see what I think about it. So until we're gonna figure out what else on the table, what's coming in, and then eventually I'll make my decision.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna ask y'all the same thing, man. Your other 2 receivers, they had to work. So I just got text messages because those guys are at work. So we'll get with them in another time, which I understand. But we're gonna ask you guys the same questions we asked the DBs. What are your expectations from the East? And then tell me just a little bit about what you plan on doing in this game, respectively and without cussing. Tell me a little bit about, you know, what you plan on doing to these guys in the East, man, and what you expect from them or what you want them to bring. I'll leave the quarterback last. So I'll go back to Mr. Furman, and then we'll end with the quarterback. All right. So Mr. Furman, go ahead and tell me what you're expecting from the East or what you're gonna do to them.
I mean, I'm expecting some competition. I love competition. I plan on giving work. I'm gonna get them some work. I'm gonna get them something to work on. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna get his hips moving. I'm gonna talk my smack. Because if I talk, I'm gonna back it up. One thing about if I talk, back up.
Cool.
I'm really expecting a lot of competition. I mean, if I don't get competition, you're just gonna hear my mouth open. I like to talk.
All right. Mr. Farmer, you seem too cool and chilled back for me, man. So I don't think you're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk. But tell me what you're expecting from the East and give me some words or say a few words to the East DBs over there.
I'm expecting them to play hard, expecting them to bring out competition. You know, they're supposed to be the best. You know, they always claiming DBU, so I want them to show me what's DBU.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. You know, you gotta show me. You gotta show me what you made of.
And you gotta show me you gotta show me you DBU.
All right. So now, last but not least, is our quarterback here, Mr. McCoy with the K. So tell me, man, what you expected, what you plan on doing to these guys, man, and I'm even gonna ask you this, man. How many touchdowns do you think you're gonna throw, man? Give me just an idea. It's on you. You got it.
First.
Go ahead.
I'd say 4 or 5.
Oh, 4 or 5.
We scored every possession.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay, 4 or 5.
I expect them to come out and compete, you know, get a crowd to show, you know what I'm saying? But I think 4 to 5 touchdowns, 350, 400 yards passing.
Ooh, 350.
I might put a little bit on the ground. Oh yes, we'll see.
350 yards. Okay, that's a lot. That's a heck of a day. All right, I see you.
Gonna have a good day.
All right, cool. Hey, well, look, man, I appreciate y'all all coming out. I appreciate y'all having this interview. I'm going to run this interview again so all parents and everybody can see this. We're going to chop it up. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on Twitter. It'll be on Facebook. And everybody will get a chance to see this. And the East will get their opportunity to talk a little smack to y'all as well. So I'll make sure they tune in to see what y'all said and then vice versa as we move forward. All right.
Yes,
There's a tad bit of a secret about the West squad that I'm gonna hold on to. I'm not gonna tell yet until we get to the end, which it's gonna be kind of funny because people are gonna be like, "What?" But there's a little secret we got with the West squad that I haven't even told the West squad yet about just some coaching stuff, coaching things that we got a little surprise for them inside of that. So we'll hold on to that until later. So I appreciate you guys coming through. I'll be in contact with y'all because we're gonna go over with the coach. We'll go over the information that you guys need to have as far as playbook stuff and practice. It is not hard. It's not difficult. We just want you guys to fly around and have a good time. So any final words that you guys want to say to the public? This is what I'm going to chop up and put out there. So any final words, anything you guys want to say?
Hey, come Hey, coach.
Yeah.
JT.
Oh, is that Cousins?
Yeah.
Cousin, what's up, man? So y'all gonna get y'all shot, man. You, Kyle Russell. Hold on. It's gonna be you, Kyle Russell, Reggie Spivey, and Nick Ronnie. And then so y'all gonna get y'all time to do y'all little talking and all that stuff as well too. And you are a beast, and I love everything that you do. So I ain't gonna slide out the way, man. You're gonna get your time. Get out the way, man. So no, man, I appreciate y'all being on today, man. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. So make sure you keep your body healthy, stay out of trouble. Let's get the Saturday and Sunday safe so that we can have a good time and throw this ball around. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right. So, as you can see, we got a spirited group of guys. Tomorrow, we're going to come in and we're going to do some more. I wanted to do the East as well, but balancing the schedules of 60 young men from all over the state is kind of tough. And a lot of these guys had to work because I want to introduce our quarterback for the East and his receivers as well, and the DB guys that call themselves DBU over on the East side. So you will have that. I want you guys to stay tuned. I got to give you a cliffhanger so that you'll continue to watch and continue to tune in to everything. Like I said, we will have a surprise on the last day that we do all these interviews with everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to do offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, running backs for the West. We're going to close out the West, and then we'll start with the East and on Monday and get everybody on the East Monday and Tuesday, okay? So please continue to stay tuned with me in this process. And remember, as always, don't compare yourself, compete, all right? I love you guys. Stay safe, and all information for our Staff Sergeant Roberts is inside of the comment bar. So please, any of the information that you need, check that out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.